Introducing the all-new Phoebus Delphinus, which, if my Latin is right, means dolphin. And that name fits this watch perfectly. I mean, just look at those lugs. They curve and taper down just like a dolphin's beak. And I gotta say, I love the profile. It has a 3D sculpted look, and it reminds me of a dolphin diving into the ocean. So I sized up this bracelet, and the weight is only 134 grams. It feels solid, but not bulky. It's in the sweet spot. If you've been on the hunt for something robust yet refined, then consider this, because it's simply the most refined Phoebus yet. Usually Phoebus is known for quirky, bold designs, but the Delphinus takes a completely different approach. This feels like a fresh direction for the brand, and it's a move I love to see. However, the high polished bevels do have micro scratches on them. You'll notice them in some of the macro shots, so the polishing could have been better, but the brushed areas are on point and the transitions between the two finishes are laser sharp. The crown is rock solid, no wobble even in the second position, a testament to their build quality. Now moving up to the bezel. The coinage bezel hugs the case tightly and features a trademark alternating smooth and grip pattern. Don't get me wrong, the grip looks great, but it's not the grippiest, especially on the smooth portions. But how does it feel and how does it sound? Let's check it out. Okay, so the mechanism is a click spring, but it's not as harsh as you usually get from China brands. It has a surprisingly softer click, while still feeling precise. Overall, it's pretty decent, but I just wish the grip was better. Oh, and if you haven't figured it out already, the bezel is of course a ceramic insert. Now, let's do those dimensions. I got 40.1 millimeters in diameter, bezel 39, and a secret measurement of 31 millimeters. We got a thickness of only 12, and that's even including the slight double dome sapphire that does have 3 layers of AR coating on the underside. And there are no drilled lugs and a lug to lug of 46.6. That's a fantastic size, and these lugs look so good. I'm glad they didn't add drilled lugs. But don't worry, to compensate for that, Phoebus has given you quick release spring bars built into their best bracelet yet. The bracelet is solid and looks highly finished. It's a beautiful beads of rice that is 20 millimeters and it does taper down to 16. The clasp is fully milled and it has 4 on-the-fly toolless micro adjustments. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, it is fixed via screws, so the bracelet is fully loaded. So for the colors, there are 4 additional options. There is a classic black, an icy blue paired with a brown ceramic bezel, and a striking teal-toned stone dial made from Amazonite stone. And the final option usually is the most popular. It is the aventurine dial. But the one we have with us today is the silver white. It's got an embossed sunray finish, and it doesn't really look like a sunray pattern to me. But I love the silver and icy white highlights in those grooves. The dial just sparkles, and it was a little challenging to film. The sword style hands are high polish with a clean look. And there is an orange arrow tipped seconds hand. The orange tip matches the orange automatic on the dial, which is a nice touch. The dial has high polished applied markers and black printed hash marks for the chapter ring. The signature Phoebus Kraken logo is also in black for a cohesive look. And speaking of that Kraken, he is deeply engraved on that case back. When I rub my finger across the case back, there are no sharp edges or hot spots, and it looks fantastic. So well done. Okay, so what about the loom? Well, no worries, Phoebus always excels here. This one has 15 layers of Swiss BGW9 and you get a strong blue glow. So what is powering the watch? Well, this watch is a no date and it has the Miyota 9039. But Phoebus has a date option for every dial color, and if you buy that version, you're going to get the 9015. Both movements are a premium, slim Japanese automatic with a medium beat 288 VPH. So that's going to be a pretty smooth sweep. It's the same sweep as a Rolex. This movement also has 24 joules hacking and hand winding with a 42-hour power reserve. And if you opt for the date, just keep in mind the danger zone is 8:30 to 2 a.m. So that brings us to the big question. What is the price? Phoebus is pretty aggressive with their pricing and they always give a discount for the first month of release. So check the link in the description and you can get it cheaper, but it does retail for $450 USD. A great price for a fantastic watch. But guys, I want to hear what you are thinking down below in the comments. And while you're down there, remember to hit the subscribe button and I will see you in the next one.